Today, we're having the world's greatest tostada party.
Starting off with crispy corn tortillas, a layer of savory black beans, and roasted chicken.
And then we're topping that with homemade roasted corn salsa.
Trust us, folks, every bite
Is a fiesta in your mouth. Woohoo!
a
Yeah.
fiesta in your mouth.
It is, well, I mean, it's a party, I tell you. We love making tostadas.
Yay.
So I'm Chris,
And I'm Wesley.
my extra crunchy Loon.
Yes, today I'm extra crunchy.
You never know. You're always kind of crunchy. So we're doing, this is our favorite tostada in the world. And
So
we're
good.
So excited to share it with you. So I'm going to get started here. I've got my cast iron skillet here, and I've got about a tablespoon of olive oil in here. I don't want to overdo it with this oil. And I'm going to get some things sauteing here. So we've got, this is one jalapeno. I've seeded it, and I've taken the ribs out just to reduce the heat. If you love your tostadas,
Leave a couple of seeds.
yeah, if you like it a
They're
little
good.
spicy, leave the seeds in. If you don't like it, do leave the seeds out and maybe do half a jalapeno. But they're really, really good, and it already smells great. And then that was a
yes.
quarter cup of chopped red onion.
And I have here some hot oil. I got our big old fryer out, and it's at 350 degrees. And I'm gonna fry up some corn tortillas.
So fried tortillas what put these tostadas really to the next level. You can use the store-bought. We've done that plenty of time, and those are delicious. And if you don't worry if you don't have one of these big old contraptions. You can do this in a skillet with a little bit of oil. So now we told you that this has got roasted chicken. This is the other thing that really puts these tostadas over the top.
Oh, this chicken, y'all.
This is so good. So what I did, let me tell you how we made this chicken. It's so delicious. So I got 2 bone-in, skin-on, nice-sized chicken breasts, and I put them on a baking sheet that I lined with foil and then a baking rack. And then I brushed a little olive oil on it. I put some salt and pepper all over the bottoms and all over the tops. Then I put them in an oven that was preheated to 350 degrees and just let them roast to perfection. Your house will smell so good. Then you take them out. Make sure your internal temperature is 165 degrees. That's really important. And then once it's cool enough to handle, and you can do this way in advance, you're going to want to pull off that skin. The Loon will probably be nearby because he loves to eat the skin. It is good though.
It's delicious.
And then you just get a couple of forks and you just shred that meat away from the bone. Just use that to kind of tear it apart. It's so good. Then hit it liberally. The Loon helped me do this.
That's right, a little salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, and then just put it in your bowl, and you're good to go. And you
So
can.
good.
These are so good. You don't have the chicken doesn't even have to be hot. The beans that we're going to do in just a little
They'll
bit.
be nice and warm on top of that tortilla.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so this is looking good.
These are looking good
How
too.
are those?
These are good. My rule of thumb when it comes to frying corn tortillas is when it stops, when the bubbles kind of die down, then you know that they're probably good to go.
They're good to go. And they're gonna, right. And so then after they sit there a little bit, and then he's gonna put them on some paper towels, they'll continue to crisp up. It may take, what I always do is the first try, sample it. You don't want it to be chewy, but yet you don't want to overdo it.
No, I think these are good.
I think they're good too.
Take this out.
Yay, I love it. It's already smelling like a tostada party. Okay, so now let me show you this. This is another thing that's really, really great. So I didn't even tell you at the start that what I'm doing right here is I'm making that corn salsa. This stuff is so good. You can make it.
Oh yeah, we just jumped right in, didn't we?
We got so excited. This is 2 cups of corn that I cut straight from fresh corn on the cob. You can, of course, buy frozen. That's no problem at all. I think it's like a 15, 16 ounce package. But it's summertime here in Texas. We've got access to beautiful, sweet, delicious corn. So this is really, really good. I got a knife and I had a bowl with another little bowl sitting right here, and I just cut those kernels right off. It was so easy, and it really makes a big difference. So now I'm going to add, this was probably, depends on the size of your corn, your ears of corn. We used to get them in New Jersey, and the corn, I don't know, for some reason.
Jersey corn is amazing.
Just like Texas corn, but all through the Midwest. But the corns were huge, so it would literally only take me about 2 ears of corn to get 2 cups. These that we were working with this morning were a little bit smaller, so we actually did 4 of them.
It's so good. Like, I'll sometimes take the cob when Chris is done cutting it and and get all the rest of it off of there.
Like he's a beaver or something. What do you mean sometimes? You always do it. But it is good. They're that good.
They're delicious.
Now, these are green chilies. You can find these in the Hispanic section of most supermarkets. They're chopped. And it's like a 4.5 ounce can that I'm adding into the mix here.
Yeah.
I know, this is so good.
Green chilies. I love green chili. You put green chilies in your
everything.
Your chicken enchiladas.
Yes.
Your enchiladas. Your
quesadillas.
Yeah.
Quesadillas.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna let these cook. And what's going to happen is the kernels are going to start to get a little brown, and then we're going to add a little more seasoning, and then you've got some of the best salsa you've ever had.
Yum, and you're going to continue to fry up some tortillas.
Yay! Oh, isn't that just beautiful? Now you see how those kernels are starting to get a little brown.
Yeah,
kind of
that looks
roasted.
great.
It's an amazing flavor combination. So now we're going to finish it off with some seasoning. I've got a half a teaspoon of just your favorite chili powder. If you like it spicy, then go with spicy chili powder. I'm going to do that's about a quarter to a half a teaspoon of salt, just a healthy pinch of black pepper, and then really to bring it all home, we're going to give it some citrus. And we're going to put some lime juice in there, some fresh lime juice.
I'm the fry cook today, y'all.
You are.
I'm just stuck behind this fryer.
You are the fry daddy.
Is my mascara running?
A little bit. I wasn't going to say anything. But, all right. Depends on how juicy your limes are. I sometimes do the juice of 2 limes. I think I will. You want about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of lime juice.
Oh, that smells so good.
Smells amazing.
Wow.
Like I said, this is great by itself. We love putting them on this tostadas. But you
the lime and that chili powder together.
It's an amazing combination. You put this out at the party with some chips. It'll go really, really fast.
That's my favorite salsa. Actually, your roasted tomato sauce was pretty amazing too. All right, I'm done with the the tortillas.
You did a great job. Okay, we're gonna let this just let those flavors meld just for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna carry on. Okay, so we've got this beautiful salsa. We've plated it, and
look at the color.
I know, it's so beautiful. And you can serve this, it's really good warm, but you can serve it chilled, however you want to serve it. Okay, we're moving on. We're making beans. So let's get started with that. I have got another saucepan here, and I'm going to add to it. I've got it over medium heat. This is 2 tablespoons of pork lard. I love going to my Hispanic market and picking me up some pork lard.
He doesn't just come home with pork. He comes with a jug of pork lard.
That's how they sell it. A lot, but it keeps. It's great. It keeps for like 2-3 months, and so you may be saying, why would you cook with pork lard?
Because it makes everything taste really good.
It really does, and it's no substitute. I mean, bacon fat is good, but it's not like pork lard.
No.
But if you can't get pork lard, which a lot of us can't, then you could use a bacon grease. What you could also do with these beans is you could cook up 3 strips of bacon, get them nice and crispy, remove them, crumble them up, and then add them to the beans.
There you go.
And then cook in the bacon grease. Or you could just use olive oil. Okay, so now, let me just do this real quick.
You gotta do that.
So I've got 2 tablespoons of pork lard, some sort of oil, and then I've got, this is like a half an onion that I've chopped, and I am just going, where did my wooden spoon is gone?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, do I have it?
I think you did. You told us. Story of my life. So anyway, we're gonna.
I just take.
You do. I tell you, it's a wonder we get anything done around here. Okay, so I'm gonna saute these until they get nice and soft, and I need you to.
I've got
get my beans.
2 cans of black beans, and I just want to get the liquid. I just want to rinse them.
What you want to do?
Or not rinse them.
You want to save the liquid.
Save the liquid, and I just want to drain that.
Yeah. So now this is kind of a hack of making sort of like refried beans.
Hey. It's easy.
You could absolutely soak your beans overnight and then cook them for 3 hours in some lard, and that's delicious too. But who has time for that? So get some good quality black beans that are in the liquid.
I don't have time for that.
I know you don't. We got to eat tostadas. Then the pork lard gives you that flavor of homemade refried beans. Bacon fat will also give you a nice rich flavor. That's good.
When do you need this?
Not for just another month or so.
Okay.
So just
I'm gonna set those aside.
But I think that this is a great way to do it. And then we've got our little masher right here, and we're gonna mash the beans, and it's really, really good. Okay, so you're gonna prepare a salad.
Yes, so we gotta add a little lettuce. You always have to add a little lettuce to your tostada.
Yeah, it's
No,
traditional.
There's a tostada that we don't put any lettuce on, isn't there? No, I don't think so.
Well, you just stick to the meat and beans, but and cheese.
All right, so we've got 2 cups of green leaf lettuce, and then I've got a tablespoon of EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, and then why do you always laugh when I do that?
Well, no, because normally you would mix that in that bowl together, but that's okay. It's all right.
Well, we're doing it my way. There we go.
And then I would hit that with a little salt.
A little salt. All right, here we go.
Boy, so it's always a joy cooking with a Loon. You never know what you're going to get.
It's going to taste just the same. Oh, that's funny. All right, look at that.
So what that does is that you could just put plain old lettuce on top and that would be perfectly fine. But this gives it just a burst of flavor that complements all of this really in a wonderful, wonderful way.
Did I say that that was 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar? I don't know if I
Doubtful,
did.
but what it is.
Yeah.
So anyway, now we've got 2 cloves of garlic here that I've minced, and we're just going to cook that until it gets nice and aromatic. I've got this over medium heat, which is just what we want. And
Hey,
Hey, I know, it's all fun and games. Okay, now let's go ahead and see if you can dump those beans in here.
yes, I can do that.
I hope. Okay, so now, this is so easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mash this. And we're not going to literally make mashed beans. We just kind of want, or refried beans. We just want to change the texture a little bit, just so it's kind of similar to refried beans, but it's still got some of that, some of those beans in there.
So good, y'all.
Gives it a really nice texture.
Chris makes his homemade refried beans are amazing.
That's when you really want to go all out. Is make the homemade refried beans, and we've got the recipe.
So good, you guys.
So now we're going to add some of this liquid, and we're just going to continue doing this until you don't want it soupy, but you want it so it's spreadable on your tostada. And we're probably going to use about half of this.
That looks good.
That looks good.
Yes.
That on your tostada.
And then will it get a little thicker, or it'll get all?
Well, do you want it a little thicker?
No, I mean, it'll incorporate more.
Yeah. You stir it until you incorporate, and it's so easy. So now we're going to hit this with just a little bit of salt. Now, note on the salt, a lot of times when you're purchasing anything canned, a lot of times it's already seasoned. So just be careful. I know those beans already had some salt in them, so I just added just a touch more. But always do the taste test. And then we're going to add a little bit of pepper. And folks, that's all there is to it. It's so easy. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to let this simmer. We may mash it. We're just going to get to the right consistency. And then it's time to put these things together. It's the moment we've been waiting for. It's time to build tostadas.
Yay!
The world's best tostadas, if I do say so myself.
Yes.
Okay, so now we've got these beautiful beans.
And look at that tostada, that tortilla.
Beautifully made tostada. Nice and crunchy.
All right.
Lightly salted.
Just pile it on there.
I know.
Because this is the bed of my.
It's the foundation.
Yum.
Actually, the tortilla is the foundation. Okay, I know you like a lot of beans.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're nice and warm.
They are warm. Now, when we do this, you don't have to go back and reheat like all of the elements, like the chicken, because the beans are still going to be warm. But at this point, if you wanted to put it in the oven, you could. But don't put it in the oven with
just a little more. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, there you go. It's
now this is
it's roasted chicken tostada. Okay.
It is. And now this is that beautifully dressed salad. Boy, I gave you a lot of lettuce there. I know. Why
ruin things?
With lettuce. Okay, and now I know that, boy, you're going to have a mouthful.
Hold on, I just really want to make this look pretty for everybody. Hold on. And there we go. Okay.
Now, is that enough salsa? Or is that
that's perfect. Just let it pour all over the place. Oh, wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now we've got some what we call Mexican, or what it's called Mexican crema. It's very similar to sour cream. You could use sour cream.
Streak it. Okay, good.
And if you wanted to do sour cream, you could do that. This has just got a little silkier texture to it. And what the Loon is doing right now.
I got some cotija. Sorry.
It's crumbly.
Look
cheese.
at that, y'all.
It's a Mexican cheese.
Oops, that's a big piece.
That's a big cheese. Getting pretty cheesy there.
Okay.
But anyway, you can find it in the Hispanic section of most supermarkets.
Yay!
If not, you can use whatever kind of cheese you like. It's similar in texture to like a Parmesan cheese.
Our fingers are clean. My fingers are clean.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Oh boy.
That's a, yeah,
You'd be yelling at me if I did that to you. Okay, that's good. Okay. We always have to rush to make mine. Okay, this salsa, I think the salsa is my favorite part of this whole contraption.
Oh, here, let's move that so people can see.
Okay, oh yeah. Is that good?
I'm gonna squirt you.
Okay, be careful, it comes out. There you go. Oh, that is beautiful. And besides being absolutely delicious, which we'll determine that in just a moment, it's also really beautiful. Isn't that looks like something you get at like a fancy gourmet restaurant.
Yeah, totally. That is fancy.
Fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get real messy, y'all.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
We going in?
Yes. Mmm. Mmm.
I got a big old piece of chicken. Wow.
Oh. You did get a big old piece of chicken.
I was like, okay, boy, that is a flavor combination.
Wow, y'all, look at that. Oh.
I gotta go in for more.
Oh, wow. This combination, oh.
You know what I think really? That dressed lettuce. Not pretty to, you make sure you're with really close friends or loved family members because it's a little messy, as you can see.
I can't believe you complimented my lettuce.
Well, it's good. I mean, if it was just plain old lettuce, it would.
Wow, y'all. Oh. That is 10,000% Loon approved.
Yes!
Oh.
I was gonna say it better be.
Y'all.
Oh, this is so good.
Look at how wonderful. Oh, all those.
It's fun is you can set out all of this and then let people build their own. Everyone loves that. It's just a party. It's a Tostada party waiting to happen.
I love it.
All right, everybody.
Have a tostada party.
Be happy. We love you. See you next
Bye.
time.